Hi guys, this is CA Veronica. Today I've come up with this study plan which is particularly for CA final new course students, whether you're writing both the groups or single group. I've discussed for both the categories in this video. Guys, although I have prepared this plan for you, I want you to sincerely sit down with a pen and a notebook, guys, and I want you to jot it down. I want you to jot the entire plan and either stick it on your wall, keep it next to your books, but it should always be in close proximity to your study area. Guys, follow this and it works as a motivation every day before you start your studies and after you're done with your portion for the day. You must tick those portions off that you've completed, and that satisfaction really drives you. Trust me on this, okay? See, this is a very general allocation what I've given here. You can make changes as per your understanding and how well you are prepared for a particular subject. See, these are the days that we have for November exams 20, 31, 30, 31. Two scenarios, you're either writing both the groups, or you're either writing single group, group 1 or group 2. First, let's discuss single group, okay? So if you're writing single group, whether group 1 or group 2, you can prepare 3 rounds of revisions, okay? 10 days for first round, 10 days each for all subjects. Second round revision would be 7 days each, and the final lab would be 5 days each. This way you will need 22 days per subject, which would mean you need total 88 days, and we have around approximately 110 days in hand. Now the difference of 22 days here, right? I am giving you Sunday breaks in between, and also there are some buffer days that I've added in the detailed plan. And yes, guys, Sunday breaks, because see, the reality is we always end up wasting a few days, or sometimes unable to cope up with your schedule, right? So it is very important to plan for those extra days so that later you don't have to make changes in your plan. So make a proper plan, and which I've already done for you here. Just follow it religiously. That's all I can tell you. What you can do is, if you're writing single group, pick one subject at once. Okay? If you're writing group 2, if you're writing group 1, this is what the order that I recommend. So pick one subject at a time and follow. I have in this video 10 days first revision. I have discussed in detail for every subject. So keep watching. Next category here is both groups people. Guys, you can manage to do 2 rounds of revision. First round of 8 days each, second round of 5 days each. Okay? You will need 13 days per subject, which will take you 104 days in total. Well, we have 110 days. Actually, it's 113 days, but I will still say 110 days. And you get 7 to 8 days of Sunday breaks, guys. It is important, right? Because I want you to stay motivated throughout the preparation time. You need to give those breaks to yourselves, guys. Don't make it so hectic that you don't have a single day break to yourselves, which, because that is practically not recommended, right? To continue it for a long time. So group 2 both the group students, what you can do is you pick 2 subjects together. This is how I would recommend you, right? Take IDT and costing, take SFM and audit, take FR and law, and take DT and your elective paper. So take 2 days time to complete one portion of each of the subject. Okay, I have the portions I have allocated into 8 portions, entire subject, all the subjects. What you can do is take 2 days, and in those 2 days you have to complete one portion of IDT, one portion of SCMP. For that you have 2 days. That's how you need to complete your revision. Okay, let's move on to how I have prepared your entire syllabus into portions. Okay, Guys, let me just tell you right now, if you follow my schedule here, by end of August, if you're writing single group, guys, you will be done with your first round of all four subjects by August end, by October first week second round, and by October end third round. In case you're writing both the groups, by mid September you should be able to do first round of all eight subjects, and by October end it would be second round. Let's see subject wise per day plan. This is a very detailed allotment that I've done, very thoughtfully designed. Okay, please take a picture of this so you can jot it down, guys. Do not forget to jot it down. Don't just take a picture and just forget about it, because that's what you'll do if you don't jot it down immediately. Take a picture and jot it down. These are the portions. And if you're writing single group, after completing 8 portions, ninth and 10th day, what you can do is give yourself buffer, because I know that sometimes, like I said before, you're unable to cope up with your planned schedule. For that, you need to keep these days as buffer, but do not dump everything here, right? And if you're writing both the groups, you don't have this liberty. You have to work harder, definitely, right? So in your first round, what you can do is read provisions, and if time permits, guys, try to solve question bank also. After you're done with topics allotted to each portion, guys, I am stressing a lot on this, putting so much emphasis, because I understand how imperative it is for you to write test series before you actually go write your exams. Write test series. There are so many sources nowadays. There's ICI mock papers. There are various websites that provide test series, and I myself have prepared a test series, and I charge a very nominal fee, as low as 99 per subject. And of course there are more combo discounts and all that. Please contact me in case you're interested. Okay, moving on. Take a day break after every round of revision of a particular subject. After every 8 days, I want you to take a break. Next, for costing, this is the allocation, guys. Please note it down. This is how your test series will also be conducted. You'll have one test series for one portion, another the test for another portion. That is why I recommend you to follow this allotment seriously. Okay, and sixth and seventh day is for buffer. Again, do not dump everything here, right? Guys, of course, take a day. Please take a day break, rejuvenate yourself, start fresh the next day. This might not be in order, because it is your own preference, but my recommendation, I have already given it here. My recommendation, in case you're writing both the groups, in case you're writing a single group, this is the order I want you to follow. After costing, this is for DT. Okay, DT being a very vast subject, what I would recommend you is, in the first round of revision itself, you might not be able to write test series for all the 9 portions, but at least try and complete test series for at least 4 to 5 test series, 4 to 5 portions here, and the remaining ones you can try and complete it in the next second round of your revision, right? And this one extra day of buffer is for single group people. You can, the if in case you've missed out on any of the topics here, you can do it on the 10th day. And of course, try to look at some MCQs questions, not thousands of MCQs, but the relevant ones. Relevant in the sense, you can contact me, but what you can do is, what ICI is issued those MCQs, and there's case based MCQs now, so do have a look on that too, but don't spend days and days only for MCQs. Okay, next, after DT, do take a picture, jot it down again. For law, I have divided into 8 portions, 8 days. For single group people, you can take 2 more days after this. Either use it as buffer, or either give yourself an extra day break, write more test series, write more do more writing practice, whatever floats your boat. But you can take 2 more days here if you're writing single group. But if you're writing both the groups, guys, you do not have the liberty again. Again, test series will be for each portion, one test for each portion. Okay. Next subject we have auditing. Guys, for standards of auditing, I am planning to make a video in English because I've received so many requests from so many students for this particular topic, standards of auditing. So I might as well do that very soon in English, because I think for most of the other chapters or the topics there are already too many videos out there. But for standards of auditing also there might be there, but I would still want to put up a good revision video. Take a note of this. And for FR, these are the portions. In this, I've allotted 4 days for your first round because it's going to be a detailed, comprehensive, extensive revision of first round, right? I think 4 days at least in the AS deserves so much of time because it gives you so much of weightage of marks in your exams, correct? Okay, take a note of it. Next, SFM, again 8 portions. In case you're writing only single group, guys, remember for every subject you get 10 days, and if you're writing 2 groups you get 8 days. So those extra 2 days, keep it as buffer in case you're writing single group. Take a note of it. Guys, for your elective paper, I've not discussed because there are so many subjects. I've not discussed that in this video, particularly because different people have taken up different paper. So if you guys really require for a particular subject of elective paper, let me know. I will try to make a video on that too. Now, guys, second round and the final lab, you'll have to wait for it because we are just in July right now. So completing your first round of revision would happen when in August end, either in August end or in September mid, right? So if you found this helpful, let me know. I will come up with a video for next 2 rounds of revision too when the time is right. And guys, if you follow this, listen very carefully. By August end, you will be done with your comprehensive first round of revision. Guys, along with tests, imagine that's you'll be in such a good place. You'll be super motivated because that be the time so many students would have just begun to start preparing, and you would have completed your first round of comprehensive revision with tests. And what you'll still have 2 months to rectify in case you're not able to complete, even if you're not able to complete 100% of the entire portion, you still have 2 months to rectify. If you at least know where you stand now because you've given test series, I have evaluated your tests, you have seen where you've gone wrong, where you've made mistakes, and you now know how you can make amends. You have 2 months in hand. This is why I could say this is a sure shot plan. And if you're writing both the groups, by mid September you'll be done with your first round of revision and you have 1.5 months to rectify, which still is a good enough time in your hands. Very important now, finally. First 8 days or 10 days, 8 days if you're writing both the groups, 10 days if you're writing single group. Do not think of anything else. Just blindly only concentrate on your daily targets, what I've mentioned in this schedule. Rest, leave it to me. For your second round, for your third round, what do you want to do later? What do you want to do after you complete your first portion? Do not think of that. Just blindly concentrate on the daily targets given in this schedule. And that's gonna take you a long way. You're gonna be in a very good place by the end of next either 40 days or 80 days, right? All the best, guys.